got Cathryn Fry on the other end of the line, who will now go through her 5 favourite winning rides. Good evening, Cathryn.
Hi, Pete.
Hi. I won't sort of cliche you by saying make a stand and don't push it. So let's move on to sort of the top 5 and go from 5 downwards, I think.
Okay, all right. I had, you know, to be honest, Peter, I could have picked out about 20, and I've tried to go a bit left field with some of these, so I've picked a couple of personal favourites. I'll kick off with back in '98. Obviously, I think Luke would have been about 5 years old when this race took place.
You keep bringing up the age, guys.
Absolutely. Not quite in nappies. He would have started to learn to walk.
How do you know?
I hope he was walking by 5. I was a skint 22-year-old student when this race was taking place, but I've gone with Unsinkable Boxer in, of course, what is now the Thames final. He was subject of a gamble. He was actually sent off the 5-2 favourite, I believe. And he just spread-eagled the field. And I was looking back at that race today, and Tompitu and Splendid chased him up the hill, but it was all over. The Racing Post comment in running for that race is absolutely fantastic. It reads, held up and behind, steady headway 8th, led on bit approaching 2 out, canter. And that's it, and that's just a fantastic description. Billy probably remembers that.
I do, Cathryn. I believe that he was entered in 11 different races at that festival
Yeah,
meeting.
that was it,
Okay. Number 4, Cathryn?
Number 4, it was hard to choose. My number 1 is solid, but the rest of the placing is
Right,
kind of
okay.
But yeah, I'll go with number 4, what's on the list here. I've gone with Synchronised, of course. Bless him, rest his soul. The little horse with the big white face. I only actually watched this the other day. I think RUK were replaying it the other day, and it just gets more and more impressive with every watch. He's in 6th place as they come to 3 out, and he actually pecks at that. And then you start to see the sort of, they really were the perfect combination. You start to see them gaining momentum, and you just know, you knew at the time that Synchronised would literally dig and stay all day. And it's just the unbelievable strength and determination in the saddle. Luke, I know you would have been a lot older watching that.
I was there.
Excellent.
I was very much there.
I mean, he wasn't the most natural or talented over fences, but I mean, AP got the best out of Synchronised, no doubt, no question.
Yeah, he did, and Synchronised. I mean, he matched AP perfectly. Both of them had, you know, AP's got the heart of the lion, Synchronised had a heart of the lion. So it was what was just the perfect combination. In at number 3, I've put Mini Sensation in the 2004 Exeter Marathon Chase. Mini Sensation had actually previously won a Welsh National under Tony Dobbin. Sort of McCoy's at him most of the way round, and he literally throws the kitchen sink at him, and he begins to wind him up over the last 3 fences, and they actually go on to win by a length and a quarter, I think, but it never ever looks likely at any stage. It's absolutely fantastic. And then at number 2 sits a personal favourite, really, Albertus Run in the 2010 Ryanair Chase. Obviously, of course, the dual winner of the Ryanair. He'd previously won an RSA as well. And I'd actually backed Albertus Run, left, right and centre, anti-post for this. So I was sweating a bit as the tapes went up. And I got right down on the winning line to watch the race. And as the tapes rose, I thought to myself, no, we're on here. Like, McCoy was just so positive. I didn't have a bother. He's there. He's just sitting, sort of leads a bit, just sitting in sort of nicely in between the first 2, and then he mounts the challenge 2 out, and that's it. It was just one of the most perfect displays of riding with confidence that I'd ever seen. So that's my number 2. Everyone knows what my number 1 is.
Well,
I think I can guess.
I was going to ask the panel what the number 2s were, but what we'll do in a moment is. Any other? We've got a few more minutes actually, Cathryn. So if you, the other guys, Billy or Luke here, is there any other memories that's brought back to you?
For me, a more recent one as well. I didn't have a penny on the day, but Binocular when he won his champion hurdle, everything was against him. He was out of the race. He wasn't even going to run at one point. Then he came back into the race, and I think that's 7-1. But the quote that I loved, turning for home, Tony McCoy was absolutely cantering, and Ruby Walsh was driving Celestial Halo along in front. And Tony McCoy said to Ruby Walsh at that point, how are they looking behind me? And Ruby's reply was, Khyber Kim's absolutely swinging on the bridle. If you kick on your boy now, you won't get caught. He kicked on, he didn't get caught.
Yeah. Okay, Cathryn, let's take your The number one. You said everyone knows it.
Yeah, everyone knows it. Luke, I was just watching you there before I came on the phone. Is of course Wichita Lineman in the 2009, which I believe at the time was the William Hill Trophy.
Yes,
it's just incredible. He makes a Horlicks of the 9th, goes on, hits the 10th, and coming into the home turn, it just doesn't look likely at all. And then the unthinkable happens, and you watch it back and you think that Moldemar's going to get it. And I actually backed him, but I was standing there and I didn't actually shout him home because I just had my mouth open in wonder at what I was seeing on a racecourse. I've never ever seen a better ride on a racecourse, and I don't know if I ever will. And the noise as you sort of, it was almost reminiscent of being I was there when Dawn won the Gold Cup, and as she started to get up, it was almost
lucky girl.
Noise. Yeah,
I was watching that on the telly. That was my underlying memory. But anyway,
I only vaguely remember it.
Well, thanks very much indeed, Cathryn.
No problem.